3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He finds Coleman. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Jones going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot!
Off play action. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
A beautiful fake. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
12.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Outside unit, outside unit. Run. Let's go. 15. 15.
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
Jones now operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. Golden Tate's gonna go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. After the run, Smith going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. quarterback, Ogletree. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And New York set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
Here's Jones to throw on second down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Barkley, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Smith finding his big tight end, Reed, for a Redskins first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Smith on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
32. 35. 15. 15. Let's go. Let's go. 15. 15.
Smith on third down. Being chased, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On the handoff, it's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Stepping up. He'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Geis receives the pitch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jones to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They needed 15. They got 15. And a good mark to boot. It's first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, gun.
On second down, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jones off the play fake. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen. Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance? It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels. Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass. Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him. Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day. Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me. On 1st down, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. Golden Tate's gonna go. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game. Do you have him in fantasy football this week? Unfortunately, no. It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Heinz Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Gone!
On 3rd down, Jones. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff to Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let us settle in. Come on, we're good. 8.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Jones throwing on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
If you're looking for a candidate to make that leap in his 2nd year, Brandon, I nominate Evan Ingram.
6 touchdowns last year as a rookie.
Yeah, and he's so smooth with his routes and such a weapon, not just in the red zone, but anywhere on the field. I've had defensive coordinators tell me they treat him like a wide receiver when they try to defend.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing now, Smith. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Peterson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw, Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.